Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about why Vance upset Europeans and him not putting the shovel down. So Vice President Vance was trying to talk about the U.S. mineral deal and downplay a European plan to put in peacekeepers when he dug himself into a hole. He said, quote, "If you want real security guarantees, if you want to actually ensure that Vladimir Putin does not invade Ukraine again, the very best security guarantee is to give Americans economic upside in the future of Ukraine. That is a way better security guarantee than 20,000 troops from some random country that hasn't fought a war in 30 or 40 years." First, real quick, this administration really does like saying the quiet part out loud, doesn't it? He pretty much says, if American companies have economic interests in Ukraine, we'll go to war over them. Which, sure, foreign policy isn't about morality, but it's so weird to just see it openly stated. Now, on to the actual topic and the second part of his statement. Understandably, the French and the British thought this was a swipe at them, that they were being called random countries that haven't fought in 30 or 40 years. It led to a number of very unflattering headlines about the vice president overseas. They were mad because it was a diplomatic slight. They have fought wars recently, and some of those engagements were in U.S. wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, where they lost troops fighting in a U.S. war. This attitude was something we talked about on the channel 2 weeks ago, where we went over French and British losses supporting us. So, this was a very bad take by the VP. He dug himself into a hole. That led the conservative politicians from all over Europe condemning his statements. But Vance, he just refused to put down the shovel. He took to social media and said it was absurdly dishonest to suggest he was talking about the British and the French, even though it's kind of their plan. He went on to say, quote, "I don't even mention the UK or France in the clip, both of whom have fought bravely alongside the US over the last 20 years and beyond. But let's be direct. There are many countries who are volunteering, privately or publicly, support who have neither the battlefield experience nor the military equipment to do anything meaningful." If you watched that video from 2 weeks ago, you know the list of countries that lost troops fighting alongside us in our wars is so long I couldn't even cover them all in the video. I'm not aware of a single country volunteering to put troops as peacekeepers in Ukraine that didn't deploy to Afghanistan or Iraq alongside the U.S. Maybe there's a country that volunteered privately that I don't know about. But as far as I know, the only countries wanting to put their troops in Ukraine that didn't help the U.S. in a war recently are Russia and North Korea. Imagine a European leader ignoring U.S. assistance to Europe a few years after U.S. troops went to Europe during World War II. Actually, picture one doing it today, 80 years later. The U.S. would be mad. That's why they're mad. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.